today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They run here with Dowdle. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. They run again with Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterward.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Throwing. Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Stroud's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, 30 yards. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Play action. Stroud now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 1st down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Stroud to throw it. This is caught. It's Woods. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now the drive starts for the completion out to the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. On play action, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Texans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Nixon will try the right side. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2. 30-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Stroud looks to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down 23-20. A minute 35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Dak. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game...
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. So not only the interception, but now they've got it first and goal after the pick. And, I mean, heck, Charles, they could go ahead and trot out the kicking team here and win it.
They absolutely could, but what I would do is hand it off inside a couple of times and make sure my running back has both hands over the football. Body covering it, and I kick it on third down. That way, if something goes awry with the snap, we still have fourth down to try it again and win the ball game. Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Mixon again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.